Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. Our project title is Resource Selection for Task Using Time Requirement Using Spatial Clustering. Let's see the abstract. Resource selection and task assignment are basic operations in distributed computing environment like the guide and the cloud, where task computing for the resource. The decision made by the corresponding algorithm should be judged based not only for the metric released to our satisfaction, such as the percentage of the task served without violating their quality of services requirement, but it also based on the resource related performance metric, such as the number of resources used to serve the task and their utilization efficiently. In our work, we focus on the case of task with fixing but not static time requirement given in the form of requirement started to the and finished time. We proposed an algorithm for assigning the task to the resource that minimizes the volunteering of the task time requirement with simultaneously maximizing the resources utilization efficiently for the given number of resources. I extract the time scheduling of the task with the resources and decide by the task into account that the time consideration. The partitioning is a performance using a spatial clustering methodology thought the normalized cuts. Experimental results show that the proposed algorithm outperformed the other scheduling algorithms for different values in the gradually and they loaded into the task requirement. Let's see the introduction. There are several ways to express the quality of service requirements of the task submitted to the distributed computing environment, such as the grid and the cloud. The most common way to describe the QoS is a grid or cloud environment thought the task deadlines. However, QoS is defined thought to the deadlines along to there in the direct relation to the time period as a task used to resource and to the price. The corresponding user will be changed for the source and the important consideration in the commercial distributed computing infrastructure. For example, the task with a late deadline may require a short execution time, while a task with an immediate deadline may corresponding to the heavy computation workload. An alternative way to express the QoS requirement in the thought to the task start time during the depend on the other task. In this paper, we proposed an optimal resource selection strategy for addressing the task consideration problem in the grid or cloud environment, wherever each task requires the given time interval for execution. In case the task does not complete the execution within the time period, permutation is a common approach as we are the remaining the amount they can already apply for it, and it questions is to select the resources we should utilize. It is often to both acceptable and compatible to that actual time interval allocated in the task may different from other degree from the requesters one. Let's see the data flow diagram. First we create the data center and enter the data center enter the number of data centers and go to the create broker to create the brokers, and then create the virtual machines, and then go to the assigning jobs. When assigning the jobs, then stored into the database. Then go to the analysis technique is used to analyze the job details and brokers and the data centers details. Then go to the resource collection. When resource collection collect all the resource details from the database, then it analyze job details and go to the overlapping. Overlapping is used to view the used to create the bandwidth details and details. Then go to the cluster information to view the to clustering the information details to then is stored into our database. Let's say the demo of our project. First we go to start home page. Resource selection for task using spatial clustering. Then click the create data center. Enter the number of data centers. Click OK. 6 data centers are created. Click OK. Then when the data centers are created successfully, then go to the next. Create broker. Enter the broker details. To view the broker details, then go to the broker and also view the broker ID and broker's details. Then go to the next. Create the virtual machines. Enter the number of virtual machines. Click OK. Then go to the next page. Press job providing. Jobs created, 3 jobs created successfully. Then when the jobs is created, when it is stored into the database, then go to the next page. Load analysis. We load calculated successfully. Then view the load details, virtual machine ID and the bandwidth and speed and cloud length. Then go to the resource collection. Click collect the resource and view the resource details. Then gather overlapping task and calculate the bandwidth details. Resources are collected, then click EIG. Then click the overlapping details has been calculated. Then updated, the values are updated. Then go to the next page. It's a cluster formation based on similarity. Then click cluster to view the cluster values. Then click update to update the cluster values details in the database. Then click the performance to view the performance evaluations and also view the k-means clustering evaluations. The resource work pane with time space based. Then click exit from the project. Thank you for listening.